Today's ending reaction is Natsuyuki Rendezvous. Now since this is an ending reaction, I'm really going to talk about a lot of things that will spoil you if you haven't seen this series yet. So if you haven't seen this series, just pause this video and come back to me later. Have you done it? Okay, good. Where do I start? This is based on a josei comic. I guess I'll just start talking about the things that I thought was a little bit strange. Like, I know in a lot of traditional Asian cultures, a lot of people consider women in their 30s who are still single to be a little bit strange, but I kind of don't agree with that, especially since people are living longer nowadays. Like, in retrospect, 30 is still relatively really young. And there's a much bigger population now, both in Asia and America, where women and men are kind of starting their families later in life. Which kind of makes sense because more people are going to college and more people are kind of doing mid-career things before they start their career, which is ideally when people want to start their families. So the whole time that Doka kept talking about how she was like too old for Hazuki, kind of wanted to take her shoulders and be like, "You're not old, so stop it." And later she kind of talks about how she was self-conscious because her husband was the only man in her life before meeting Hazuki. And I kind of found that as a more legitimate worry because she wasn't sure if her experiences were enough to kind of have another relationship. Like, how old is Hazuki? He's like 24, 25? Meh, I forget. Whatever his age, he was totally old enough and mature enough to understand the situation around him. And although Hazuki kind of starts off as this character that really seems like he has no direction in life or what he wants to do, someone told me that some people actually really blossom once they're in a relationship, once they fall in true love. Unfortunately, I feel like this was Hazuki's case. Now, I'm in no way saying that a person needs to be in love to kind of validate their own self-worth. I'm specifically talking about Hazuki's experience. I also admired how well Hazuki was able to kind of overcome Noka's past relationship and not hold it against her. Because I know that there's a lot of people out there where that would be a continuous issue. What is going on there? But Hazuki didn't seem to have a problem with it at all. I thought Hazuki kind of handled everything gracefully. Now I know so far it sounds like that I was rooting for Hazuki the whole time, and at the beginning I was. But when they started to go a little bit more in depth with Doka's relationship with Atsushi, I kind of found myself swaying a little bit. Now for me, there was a little too many of those flashbacks, because I felt a lot of the time the flashbacks would kind of refer to the same thing, just kind of from a different angle, or retold again in a more dramatic way. But I also understand all those flashbacks were necessary in order for you to have a proper understanding of her past relationship with her husband. Now what usually happens with these love triangles is that you completely know who the girl is going to end up with. And you absolutely know who is just meant to be kind of the foil. Or the one that everyone's going to cheer on for, but they know in their heart is not going to win the girl. And you, no dating until you're 30. But by the end of this, I really didn't know who Doka would choose. I don't know who I would choose if I was in her situation. Because it's not like she chose to say goodbye to her husband. As for the ending, I read that a few people thought that the ending happened way too fast, but I don't think I agree. And I know that endings usually make or break it for some people, and for me, I really felt like it was complete and I was satisfied. I may have cried a little bit. This video's Japanese word is words kata omoi, which means one-sided love, and ryo omoi, which means mutual love. See you next time. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Anちゃん大好き。
Thank you.